I was gonna say, do we want to talk about Ninja Gaiden? Blood Rage,
Blood
whatever you've been
Rage.
calling it?
Yeah, I'm renaming it Blood Rage. I have done this. I can't remember what this game's name is called, or what this game's name is. I can never remember. Ragebound. Very nice. This is a Ryan Turford game, actually. This would be fun to have Ryan jump in and chat about this. But of course, Ryan's waiting for the physical copy to arrive. Later on this week, Yarden is in the chat. Let's get into it. Yon32 says Blood Rage is an amazing title. Yes, it's called Blood Rage.
Blood Rage is good.
Yeah, a classic ninja activity. Just blood raging all over the place here. Yeah, let's jump into it. How far into it? You're playing it on Switch 2? Like, I think you're
playing it on Switch. Yep. It doesn't have a Switch 2 version. It has a Switch 1 version that you can play on Switch 2. But yeah, I'm pretty far into it. I am kind of like heading into the game's finale. The game kind of has like
oh snap,
a pretty simple structure. Like the game kind of you have two characters that you play as. These two, I'm showing the trailer here on the stream. You have two characters you play as, and you kind of do a few missions to kind of meet the two characters, kind of learn them, figure out them and their motivations and blah blah blah. Then you're kind of given like a mission of like, hey, go to these 3 areas and take on these 3 bosses and get these 3 like crystals or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
That will then allow you to like take on the actual final boss. And so I just finished getting my final crystal. Essentially,
nice
is where I'm at. So yeah, I'm almost done with my kind of initial playthrough of it anyway. And yeah, I'm liking it. It's good. I'm having a good time with it. It is very. The thing that I keep thinking about is it feels like if they just kept making classic Ninja Gaiden games, like if they just kept making like old school 2D Ninja Gaiden games, like this is exactly what it would be like.
That's perfect.
So, which yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for, and all of the good and bad things that implies, like the game has a great sense of like flow. But just like kind of classic Ninja Gaiden, if you mess up, like then it can be like, like kind of feels clunky. You have to like backtrack. You have to kind of reset yourself and stuff.
Sure.
Like it feels like an old school game in that way, which in a way that I find charming. But it's not, it's not going to be for everybody. But if you like classic, 2D Ninja Gaiden, or even just stuff like this, side-scrolling action games in general, kind of rules.
Yeah, not good. Quite as like fluid as something like Dead Cells, I think, is maybe a comparison there. Like, I feel like when I play something like Dead Cells, the game is doing a little greasing of the wheels for me. Like, there's some sort of like in between the inputs that I'm doing that allows me to glide along, or like, dash on the ground, or those kinds of things, like a roll around. Like it seems a little smoother. There's a little bit more intentionality and to the movement, I think, in something like Ninja Gaiden, almost like a Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat kind of thing. It's not quite as stiff as Mortal Kombat. That's implying too strong. But I think that's kind of my take on it. My big surprise on Ninja Gaiden Blood Rage is how campy it is. Like, it's
very campy. Yeah.
Like, right? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I think we had a moment on stream I was playing, you were watching along, and you get to like the end of the level, and it's obviously going to be a big boss fight or something. And this big like demon gargoyle dragon thing shows up with like 16 eyeballs and fangs and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good battle. And it doesn't jump into the battle. It jumps into a dialogue that we're like talking about stuff. Wait, what?
We just got to talk real quick. Yeah.
It was so good. So yeah, like the dialogue is, and the sort of setting and everything going on is over the top. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. And I thought Ninja Gaiden was more serious in that. Like, this seems more like 80s action movie.
This one, I think, maybe more so than normal. But Ninja, I've never thought Ninja Gaiden was. I never viewed it as a super. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, sure.
Like, yeah.
Playing the original as a kid,
yeah,
like playing it as a kid, like it seems so cool, like serious, epic ninja tale. But really, it's like, it's like ninjas and demons.
Yeah, it's still ninjas
like
at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, what do you want?
How serious can it
how
really
grounded
be?
is it supposed to be?
It's called Ragebound, dude. Like, how, so.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. I like the, one interesting thing, because the game, so this is made by the game Kitchen,
You're right.
not to be mistaken for the game Bakers.
Thank you.
A favorite of yours.
Yeah.
They work together, I think. Game Kitchen and the game Bakers are in the game Kitchen.
No way.
These are the developers of the Blasphemous series. And so I think what they've kind of really proven is that they understand like the nuts and bolts of this stuff. Like they definitely looked at like old NES Ninja Gaiden games, and they said, we're going to make one of those, and we're going to, add some stuff to it. We're going to tweak it. We're going to make it a little bit more modern, but it's also, to your point, not as modern as you think. Like, it's not. Playing the demo for Shinobi, I was like, oh, like this feels like a very fluid, combo heavy. Yeah, like that feels very kind of like you're talking about, almost like a Dead Cells kind of thing, where it feels very fluid and very fast. That's not what this is. Not in a bad way. It's just not what this is.
Yep.
This is very much like in that kind of old school NES style. All your classic, the guillotine jump where you're bouncing off of projectiles and enemies, like that's all still there. Yarden asks if it's better than The Messenger. Like, yeah, The Messenger was kind of also like a send up of that style of gameplay, right? I think if you liked The Messenger, you'll like something like this.
Yeah.
It's good. Like I'm enjoying it. It's not like reinventing the wheel or anything like that, but I also don't really need it to. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just play like a retro revival, a new entry in this series that is just kind of good. Like they kind of did the thing. Like I'm liking it.
I posted on Blue Sky the other night. I'm kind of like, oh snap, I'm hooked. And what happened was I went back to, it must have been just the first level, try to get an S rank on it.
Oh yeah.
And I got it, and that was it. So I'm actually like, I'm surprised. Like when you're saying you're near the end of the game, like, are you doing that? Are you doing time trials? Are you trying to get maximum kills and all the challenges that come along with every level?
Yes. Yeah. I try to make sure that I get at least an A rank on everything.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Because that's what minimum. You need to do. Yeah. You have to get at least an A rank in order to unlock the items that you can then spend the collectibles on in the shop.
A for Amanda. Yeah.
A for Amanda, and then you can actually go in and buy like new items and weapons and upgrades and stuff like that. So I do make sure that I do at least A rank for everything, and I try to get all the collectibles, get all the challenges. It is weird though, because the game doesn't like really do a great job of keeping track of that. Like it really just feeds into your rank at the end. It's not like a Mario game or something where it's like, okay, like I did everything on that level and now I'm good. Like it just feeds into your score at the end of the stage, and it resets every time you do it. So, but it's, but I do like that. Like I like the incentivization to go back to old levels. I think that's cool.
Well, because then for me anyways, like I get better at it. And like it's not, the rank is sort of like a bonus for me. It's the incentive to go back and practice and just get better. And then it becomes, I feel like almost like enlightened. It's almost like what I'm sure maybe people feel about with like Sonic games. Like, this is how you're supposed to go through it, which I don't, like, it's not going to be obvious the first time that I play through a level, but if I play again through and get all these challenges, I just instinctively will remember, this enemy's going to come from up here, and this is how I know how to do these jumps. I get better at it, and for me, like, it's kind of like what I was talking about with Liza P. Like, you just, that makes me feel good. Like, it feels good to improve and be bad at something at first, and then to be better at it, like, noticeably. And if it's incentivized by time trials and scores, and you get S rank for Seth or for Sean, then all the better,
Correct. Yeah.
Well, next time somebody else gets an S rank out there, they're going to think of us.
They're going to think of us. Yeah. We have names of S's after all. I do, one thing that is kind of funny and interesting about this game, as opposed to something like a Shinobi or a Streets of Rage or something like that, is like, it's not like combo based. Like you really have like an attack, one attack, kind of period. There are a couple of, like, you can get like your hypercharge or whatever, and that's a big part of the gameplay too. And you can dodge and you have your guillotine, but that's like about it. Like, that's kind of your move set. You can get different weapons that kind of attack differently and stuff, but for the most part, it is pretty, it is pretty straightforward. You're not memorizing combos. You're not doing heavy attacks.
Thank goodness.
And light attacks. You know what I mean?
I'm not memorizing anything,
So-
Seth. There's no memorizing happening for here.
So, like, a lot of the enemies go down in one hit.
Yep.
Like a lot of them do. So, it is about that kind of very arcadey. I'm excited to watch people speed run this because it is about that flow.
Yep. Big time. Yep.
So, yeah, it's good. I'm liking it. I'm having a good time with it. I'll probably have that wrapped up later this week. We'll see.
Oh, snap. Look at you.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It was fun. I was reading reviews and people were like, yeah, it's like 3 to 5 hours. I'm like, dude, I'm like 6 hours plus, I think, into this already.
I can't even do it. That's going to get me upset. That's going to, this idea of the game is as long as the shortest way to complete it is nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm calling it out right now.
Yeah.
When we say like there's a range of these games, and you see it like how long to beat. There's the shortest, and there's the longest, and there's the in between.
Completionist.
But people take the shortest amount of time to finish a game, and that's how long the game is. I can't stand it, Seth. I
Yeah.
won't stand it. I won't stand for it. I'm calling you out. You bunch of grifters. Golly.
Speak to your own experience. Just say like, hey, like this is how long it took me, but this is what I did. There's still more that I have to do.
No
and this, that, and the
kidding.
other. Little more nuanced than just like, yeah, this is like a 3 to 5 hour experience. It's like, well, no, it's not.
No, it's
Like,
not. No, because they're trying to. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I'm already too upset.
I hear you. Well, anyway,
Shout out
it's
to
good.
that game. Yeah.
It is good. I like it.
Shout out to
Music's good.
Ninja Gaiden Blood Rage.
Yeah. Yep. Good music. Good like heavy electric guitar kind of.
Oh yeah.
Rad like 80s kind of music to it. It's
Rad is the word for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a
Yeah.
stamp on it. Yep.
good. Yeah. Very good stuff.
Nice.
Okay.